Draymond Green talks big after Rockets loss. I love our chances ahead of possible playoff matchup. Draymond Green didn't hold back when sharing his thoughts on a potential playoff showdown between the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. The Warriors faced a disappointing loss to the Rockets on Sunday night, a surprising turn for a team that had been on a roll. Fans were buzzing with excitement, believing Stephen Curry could secure a fifth championship ring. However, after a lackluster three-point performance from Curry, those hopes took a hit. Before we continue, if you are a Warriors, leave your like. This will help you stay closer to all the Lakers news. Thank you. Even Jimmy Butler was taken aback by how often referees overlooked fouls against Curry. But another incident caught attention that night. Draymond Green received a technical foul after a clash with Alperen Sengun, which seemed to fuel his competitive spirit. In his latest podcast episode, Green was his usual outspoken self, reflecting on the challenging stretch leading up to the game. He acknowledged that the Warriors were drained after their exhausting schedule, especially following a tough matchup against the Nuggets. The Rockets capitalized on our fatigue, Green explained, giving credit to their opponents. But we didn't have enough in the tank. That game against Denver took a lot out of us. They had been sitting back in San Francisco, waiting for us to return after a 2-week road trip. We dug deep to pull that game off, but it eventually caught up to us against the Rockets. He candidly described how he struggled during the first quarter, feeling like his legs were made of lead. I could barely get up and down the court. I was just standing around watching during the offensive sets, trying to conserve energy for defense. Despite the loss, Green recognized the talent on the Rockets roster. You've got to give them some credit. They hit some big shots. Jalen Green had a great game, and Dillon Brooks played well too. Klay Thompson, I'm a fan of his. He's incredibly athletic and growing more confident, starting to see his shots develop. He's really key for that team. Looking ahead, Green expressed optimism about facing the Rockets in the playoffs. If this is a team we see in the postseason, I like the matchup. We have playoff experience, and I believe in our chances against them, but they play hard against us. Draymond Green, the unsung hero of the Warriors. While Stephen Curry is undeniably the star of the Warriors, many argue that Draymond Green is the team's most essential player. Chris Mullin recently praised Draymond for elevating his defensive game, highlighting how crucial his efforts are to the Warriors' success. Green's defensive prowess provides the foundation that allows Curry and other scorers to shine. However, Green's recent technical foul raised some eyebrows. He has historically struggled with discipline, and such lapses could impact the Warriors' playoff hopes. Steve Kerr has rightfully credited Green for his role in the Warriors' 4 championship victories. But they could have had a 5th title if Green hadn't been suspended for Game 6 of the 2016 Finals. As the playoffs approach, the Warriors can't afford for Green to revert to his old habits. Any slip-up could significantly weaken the team and diminish their chances of another championship run. Draymond Green praises Warriors teammate for exceptional defensive play. Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green is excited to see the improvement of his teammates as they gear up for the playoffs. During the All-Star Game weekend, Green boldly predicted that the Warriors would win the NBA championship this season. At that time, it seemed like a stretch, with the team fighting just to secure a spot in the play-in tournament. Now, however, they look strong for a playoff berth and could even finish in the top 4. The addition of Jimmy Butler has reignited the Warriors' confidence, marking a turning point for the franchise. Warriors legend Chris Mullin has praised the dynamic duo of Stephen Curry and Butler, but for the team to truly contend for the title, they need to deepen their roster. Fortunately, there have been encouraging signs lately. Draymond Green celebrates Jonathan Kuminga's growth. In a decisive victory over the LA Lakers, both Brandon Podziemski and Jonathan Kuminga delivered standout performances. Even in a tough loss to the Rockets, Moses Moody stepped up, leading the team on a night when Curry struggled. On his podcast, Green expressed his excitement about the defensive efforts from these young players. He stated, "The effort they're putting in defensively directly impacts their offense. That's how the game works. You give it your all on defense, and the rewards come." Moses took on the challenge of guarding the other team's best guard, which was fantastic to see, he added. "We need them to perform well for us to make the playoff run we're aiming for. It's great to watch them play with confidence and take their shots." Green is particularly impressed with Jonathan Kuminga, noting that he's playing with a level of defensive intensity he's never seen before. JK has really stepped up on defense, grabbing rebounds and pushing the pace. "It's exciting to see him embrace that challenge," Green remarked. "What I'm seeing from him is a newfound determination. For the first time in his career, he's saying, 'I don't care about anything else. This is my focus, and I'm going to make it hard for you to keep me off the court. You earn so much respect doing that. That's how I built my own career.'" Jonathan Kuminga rising to the challenge. Kuminga faced some tough months, often mentioned in trade discussions involving Jimmy Butler. While Andrew Wiggins ended up being traded, Kuminga had to bide his time due to injury. After a much-anticipated return, Kuminga initially struggled to find his groove, with Steve Kerr acknowledging the difficulty he had fitting in post-trade. However, he's shown significant improvement since then, with his rebounds per game rising from 3.3 in March to 5.7 in April. This uptick may reflect the extra determination Draymond has been talking about, and he'll need to maintain that intensity if the Warriors hope to make a deep playoff run. Injury report for Warriors vs Suns. Kevin Durant out, Gary Payton II questionable. Tonight's matchup between the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns is shaping up to be a crucial one. With only 4 games left in the season, the Warriors are heading into the desert for a showdown on TNT. This game is critical for the Warriors, who find themselves in a crowded and competitive race in the Western Conference. They're coming in as the favorites, especially considering the Suns are struggling significantly. Phoenix has lost 6 straight games and has a disappointing record of 10-18 since they last defeated the Warriors on January 31st. Adding to their woes, the Suns will be without their star player, while the Warriors are looking relatively healthy. Here's the complete injury report for Tuesday's game, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific Time on TNT. Warriors. Questionable, Gary Payton II, right knee inflammation. On Monday, the Warriors had a clean injury report, but by Tuesday, Payton was experiencing some knee discomfort. This season has seen him deal with various health issues, so the priority is to ensure he's fully fit heading into the playoffs. Suns. Out, Kevin Durant, left ankle sprain. Durant has missed the second half of the Suns' current 6-game stretch, and that absence will continue tonight. It's hard to overstate how vital he has been for Phoenix this season. The Suns have a dismal 2-14 record when he doesn't play, with both wins coming against the struggling Utah Jazz, and one required overtime. Without KD, the Suns have struggled mightily. Probable, Nick Richards, right elbow soreness. Richards has made a strong impression since joining the Suns at the trade deadline after spending 4.5 years with the Charlotte Hornets. As Phoenix's starting center, he's averaging 9.7 points and 8.5 rebounds in just 22.7 minutes per game. Let's enjoy the action tonight, Dub Nation. Suns make bold call on Kevin Durant's injury as Warriors gear up for a knockout blow. The Golden State Warriors find themselves at a crucial juncture, with a golden opportunity ahead. As they head into their final 4 games, the Warriors must win them all to secure a top 6 finish in the Western Conference, starting with a showdown against their Pacific Division rivals, the Phoenix Suns, at the Footprint Center this Tuesday. After a disappointing loss to the Houston Rockets on Sunday, where they fell 106-96, the Warriors missed a chance to climb to 4th place. Now, they're one of 5 teams with 32 losses as they enter the final week of the regular season. No Kevin Durant for the Warriors. Unfortunately for Golden State, they won't be facing their former Finals MVP, Kevin Durant. Durant will miss his 4th consecutive game after spraining his ankle during the Suns' blowout loss to the Rockets on March 30th. In the 3 games without Durant, the Suns have struggled significantly, losing each by an average of nearly 15 points, including a 123-103 defeat to the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden on Saturday. Durant has been exceptional this season, averaging 26.6 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 4.2 assists, shooting an impressive 52.7% from the field and 43% from 3. His absence is a substantial boost to the Warriors' chances as they look to bounce back from their recent setback. Currently, Durant is the only confirmed absence for the Suns, although Nick Richards, who was acquired mid-season, is listed as questionable due to right elbow pain. Warriors rotation under scrutiny. The Warriors rotation has been a hot topic following their game against the Rockets. Coach Steve Kerr opted to play veterans Kevin Looney and Gary Payton II over promising young players like Quinton Post and Gueye Santos. The questions surrounding this rotation will likely persist as they prepare for the Suns, who have surprisingly entered the game with a clean injury report for the 2nd consecutive outing. Since acquiring Jimmy Butler, Golden State has surged up the standings with an impressive 21-6 record, boasting the third-best net rating in the league. In stark contrast, the Suns have plummeted, possibly vying with the Philadelphia 76ers for the title of the most disappointing team in the NBA this season. With 6 straight losses, Phoenix finds themselves 8 games under .500 at 35-43, a disaster for a team with the league's highest payroll. Their offense has ranked 10th in the league since the All-Star break, thanks to Durant and Devin Booker, but their defense sits at a dismal 29th. This could provide the Warriors with some much-needed relief after a physically taxing game against the Rockets. Despite their struggles and Durant's injury, the Suns still have a slim chance of making the play-in tournament, trailing the Dallas Mavericks by 2.5 games. A victory for the Warriors on Tuesday wouldn't just help solidify their top 6 aspirations. It could also deliver a knockout blow to the Suns' season, potentially ending their playoff hopes once and for all. Surprising statistics show Kerr will keep faith in Warriors' most frustrating player. Buddy Hield continues to be a source of intrigue and frustration for Golden State Warriors fans this season. Despite his ups and downs, the veteran sharpshooter is still demonstrating flashes of effectiveness. This past Friday, during a win against the Denver Nuggets, Hield's enigmatic play was on full display. An animated Stephen Curry even had to intervene after Hield carelessly threw the ball away during a fast break, showcasing just how unpredictable he can be. Hield started the season on a high note, averaging an impressive 21.1 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.3 assists with an eye-popping 50.7% shooting in his first 8 games. However, since then he's struggled, seeing his three-point shooting dip to 37.1%, the second lowest of his career. After starting 22 games early in the season, the former 6th overall pick has shifted to a bench role, averaging just 22.8 minutes per game, also a career low. The gap between Hield's best and worst performances remains vast, raising concerns among fans about how much Steve Kerr and the Warriors will lean on him in the playoffs. Yet, after a rough stretch where he combined for just 13 points over 3 games, Hield bounced back in a loss to the Houston Rockets, scoring 20 points and hitting 6 of 11 from beyond the arc. This performance was a much-needed spark, especially as stars like Curry and Jimmy Butler struggled to find their rhythm. As the regular season wraps up, one statistic stands out that may reassure Warriors fans. Despite not being among the team's top performers recently, Hield ranks 4th in plus-minus since the All-Star break, trailing only the seasoned trio of Curry, Butler, and Draymond Green. His impressive plus 139 rating far surpasses the 5th-place player, Gue Santos, at plus 104, proving that he still adds value, even if his play is sometimes hard to watch. Hield's prowess as a three-point sniper is crucial for the Warriors, particularly with limited guard options off the bench. As the postseason approaches, fans will need to embrace the fact that Hield will likely see significant playing time. Here's hoping he can maintain that delicate balance of highs and lows as the Warriors make their playoff push. As the Warriors gear up for the playoffs, the question remains, can Buddy Hield find consistency when it matters most? His ability to stretch the floor is vital, especially against teams that tighten their defenses in high-stakes games. The Warriors rely heavily on three-point shooting, and Hield's unique skill set as a sniper provides them with an edge that can turn the tide in close matchups. Kerr's confidence in Hield may also stem from the player's experience in pressure situations. Hield has faced top-tier competition throughout his career and has a knack for rising to the occasion. This experience could prove invaluable in the playoffs, where every possession counts. The Warriors know that if Hield can tap into his potential, he could be a game-changer, capable of hitting crucial shots in the closing moments of tight games. Moreover, the dynamics within the team are shifting. With Curry and Butler carrying significant offensive loads, Hield's ability to contribute off the bench can alleviate some pressure. If he can establish a rhythm, he not only helps his teammates by spreading the floor but also opens up opportunities for others to exploit mismatches. The implications of Hield's performance extend beyond just individual statistics. His resurgence could influence the Warriors' overall playoff strategy. If he can consistently deliver from beyond the arc, opposing defenses will have to respect his shooting, allowing Curry and Butler more space to operate. This ripple effect could be critical in a playoff series where every adjustment is scrutinized. Fans have mixed feelings about Hield. While his erratic play can be exasperating, his recent performances suggest a glimmer of hope. His ability to score in bunches can swing momentum, and that unpredictability, though risky, is also what makes basketball thrilling. The Warriors' coaching staff will undoubtedly keep a close eye on Hield's development as they prepare for the playoffs. As the season concludes, the anticipation surrounding Hield's role will only grow. Will he rise to the occasion when it counts, or will the inconsistencies of the past haunt him? Warriors fans are left to ponder the impact of their enigmatic shooter on their playoff journey. With every game, Hield has the opportunity to solidify his place in the team's postseason plans, or risk being sidelined as the stakes get higher. As the countdown to the playoffs continues, one thing is certain: Buddy Hield's journey will be one to watch. The Warriors hope that their faith in him will pay off, potentially unlocking the championship aspirations that have driven the team all season long.